दोस्तों, सिंधी जॾहिं असां चऊं था सिंधी अखर त सिंधी हिकु ॿोली कोन्हे, सिंधी हिकु कल्चर आहे। सिंधी पंहिंजो पाण में हिकु संस्कार आहे, हिकु संस्कृति आहे। ऐं विश्व जे कुंड कुर्छ में अहिड़ा घणा ई सिंधियत जा शैदाई जेके पंहिंजे वतन खां परे आहिनि, वतन खां परे रही करे उते हिकिड़ी नंढड़ी सिंध वसाए वेठा आहिनि, पंहिंजे कोशिशुनि सां पंहिंजे कल्चर खे ज़िंदा रखे वेठा आहिनि। अहिड़ा सिंधी जेके तमामु 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 कम करे रहिया आहिनि, उन्हनि सभिनी खे सैल्यूट आहे। पर अॼु मां हिकु अहिड़े शख़्स खे इनवाइट करणु चाहींदसि जंहिंखे मां मुंहिंजियूं अखियूं साक्षी आहिनि, छो त मलेशिया जे हिकु अहिड़े जॻह ते रहंदड़ ही शख़्स दिलि सां सिंधी आहे। ऐं हिन शख़्स जे बारे में मां ॿुधायां त हिनखे मलेशियन गवर्नमेंट दातुक जो टाइटल ॾिनो आहे। ही दातुक जो टाइटल तव्हां चवंदव, घणेई माण्हू अजब खाईंदा आहिनि कि ही कहिड़ो नालो थियो, पर ही नालो कोन्हे। दातुक हिकु टाइटल आहे जेको इक्विलेंट टू द टाइटल सर आहे। इंग्लैंड में जीअं टाइटल सर थींदो आहे, तीअं मलेशिया में ही टाइटल दातुक उनजे लाइ आहे। ऐं मलेशियन गवर्नमेंट पारां ही ॾाढो मान वारो, ही ॾाढो सम्मान वारो, ही ॾाढो रेस्पेक्टफुल टाइटल शाह साहब खे मिलियो आहे। इहो ई न, उन्हनि खे मलेशियन गवर्नमेंट पारां जेको जस्टिस ऑफ पीस जे लाइ अवॉर्ड कयो वियो आहे, उन्हनि खे सोशल अकॉम्प्लिशमेंट, यानी हुननि जेके समाज जूं सेवाऊं कयूं आहिनि, जेको पंहिंजो समाज खे ॾिनो अथऊं, उनजे लाइ उन्हनि खे उते सम्मानित कयो वियो आहे। त अहिड़ो शख़्स जेको हिन वक़्तु अलायंस ऑफ ग्लोबल सिंधी एसोसिएशन जो प्रेसिडेंट आहे ऐं अक्सा जो प्रेसिडेंट रहंदे बखूबी पंहिंजी ज़िम्मेदारियुनि जो निर्वहन करे रहियो आहे। इहो ई न, फाउंडर आहे सिंधी साउथ ईस्ट एशिया गेम्स जो, ऐं सिंधी एसोसिएशन ऑफ मलेशिया जो प्रेसिडेंट बि आहे। त मां ॾाढी सिक सां, ॾाढे प्यार सां नींड ॾियणु चाहींदसि दातुक शाह लालचंद रनाई साहब जिन खे कि वे अचनि ऐं मूंसां गॾु स्क्रीन शेयर कनि। यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम सर।
Yes.
जय झूलेलाल, जय झूलेलाल।
Jai Jhulelal.
I hope all good and I am so happy to see you in my show. ॾाढी ख़ुशी थी रही आहे तव्हांखे ॾिसी करे हिन शो में, बिकॉज़ मां दातुक साहब सां पर्सनली मिली चुकी आहियां मलेशिया में। इन्हनि जी हॉस्पिटैलिटी, इन्हनि जो प्यार, इन्हनि जी कुर्ब असां सभु ॾिसी आया आहियूं इंटरनेशनल सम्मेलन में। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू कि being a gentleman, being a Sindhi gentleman, how is your life journey is related to Sindhi?
Okay. First of all, thank you for your kind words and your introduction. I'd like to say a warm greetings to all the Sindhis around the world. Jai Sindhi, Jai Jhulelal. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Kavita Israni for inviting me in your show, and also to say thanks to the organizer, Srena Sindhi Apuna, and the Friends International Sindhi for having me in this show. In particular, I'd like to thanks to Mr. Murli Adwani, Dr. Gurumukh Jagwani, and Dr. Peter Dalwani for having me today. Well, my life journey in Malaysia. Well, my parents, the late Dada Lalchan and the late mother Devi Bai, was originally from Pakistan before the partition. They came to Malaya as they did their migration and took their business opportunity in Malaysia. I was born in Malaysia in a town called Taiping. I'm married with two lovely daughters. In Malaysia, we have a very small Sindhi community. We have about 150 families, and the Sindhi population is about 1,200. Very small compared with the neighboring country like Singapore and Indonesia. I started getting involved with the Sindhi community at a very young age. I was 21 years old. I got myself in the Sindhi Association of Malaysia as the head of the youth section, where we organize youth picnics, youth dance, and many social events. It is my passion to work with Sindhis and want to see that Sindhi progress greater heights and connected with the Sindhi people around the world. I like to see the Sindhi get into politics where there's a lot. I like to see Sindhi getting into politics where they are residing. No doubt, we are very successful in the business world, but not much in politics.
Of course.
That's it.
Mhm. Great, great, great. It's great to hear from you. So, what is the position of Sindhis in Malaysia? What role do you play there? And how the people of Malaysia are connected there?
Okay. Uh, well, the position role that I play in Malaysia, well, we are a very small Sindhi knitted community. But practically, we know each another every one day. We know each other. There's no, we can mention any name, we know each other. I got my position in the Sindhi Association Malaysia first as a treasurer, then as a deputy president, and now I'm the president. I have successfully lead the association for past 16 years until now. The Sindhis in Malaysia are very well connected with each other because we do have many events, celebration.
Mm-hmm.
We organize our Cheti Chand, Diwali Ball, Satai, Mother's Day, Father's Day, potluck parties, and very important, without fail, we have chant prayers every month in the temple, which we have been doing it for the last 30 years. Another major event we hosted was the 21st Sindhi Sammelan 2014, held in Kuala Lumpur, where you, Kavita, were my master of ceremony.
Yeah. I remember. Okay, yaad hai suthe tarah sa.
That's right.
I remember.
Yes.
मूंखे सुठे तरह यादि आहे ऐं सुठे तरह यादि आहे कि उन मलेशिया अचण खां पोइ एॾी ख़ुशी मिली हुई, तमामु ख़ुशी थी हुई। इन करे ख़ुशी थी हुई कि उते जेके दातुक साहब जी टीम जेका हुई, दे वर वर्किंग सो वेल। एॾो वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड प्रोग्राम हो, वो एॾो वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड सम्मेलन हो कि अॼु बि असां उन सम्मेलन खे यादि कंदा आहिनि। सो दातुक साहब, हाउ डू यू कनेक्ट टू सिंधीज़ एंड सिंधियत देयर? जॾहिं मां आई हुअमि उते, तो मां इहो ॾिठो कि तव्हां सां सॼो मलेशिया जा सभु सिंधीज़ कनेक्टेड हुआ। So how do you do that?
Well, I organize events where the community comes together and take part in events organized by the association. Events such like during Diwali Ball, youth games with our neighboring countries, and also by hosting the International Sindhi Sammelan.
Yeah.
I connect with the Sindhiyat by supporting the serving the international body of AXA and also attending the Sindhi Sammelan around the world and being the founder of the Sindhi Games.
So tell me something more about AXA and International Sammelan first. We are having one picture of Sindhi Sea Games. So tell us something about this. You are president for this. You are founder of this organization. So tell us something about this.
You're asking me about AXA. You're asking me about AXA and the International Sammelan, right? Well, in regards to the Elias Global Sindhi Association, also known as in short AXA, or we call it AGSA. As we all know, it was founded in 1989, and the co-founder was Dada Prem Lalwani. And in the year 2018, last year, 2 years back, we celebrated our silver jubilee, which was our 25th Sindhi Sammelan in San Francisco in California. This tells us that AXA is a very well-established institution that represents most of the Sindhi association around the world, and it comes under one big umbrella, that is AXA. I first joined AXA the year 2014 as a board member and being an organizer, chairman for the 21st Sindhi Sammelan. After 2 years, I was the joint treasurer. After that, I became the vice president in 2017. Last year, 2019, at the 27th Sindhi Sammelan, I became the president of AXA on the ship cruise that was held in Barcelona. That was a journey for me to be in AXA board and had learned a lot and I've gained the experience. My vision for AXA is to get this institution to represent in United Nations that AXA is recognized by all the Sindhi associations around the world.
Oh, yes.
I have written official letter to them, which is in the pipeline now. So I hope we can get through this mission that I want to go out for that.
Yes. We are having some photographs of All India International Sammelan. मां प्रदीप जी सां रिक्वेस्ट कंदमि, गेम्स जे अलावा जेके ॿिए फोटोग्राफ आहिनि सम्मेलन जा, असां उहे फोटोस ज़रूर तव्हां स्लाइड हलायो. We are having some photographs. Yeah.
Yeah, and for the next for your information, in 2014, Malaysian hosted the 21st Sindhi Sammelan. You can see the photos there. As
Yeah.
you will very well know that it was a successful event. What
Yes.
what do we get by hosting the Sindhi Sammelan event? Number one, we benefit by getting the Sindhis around the world to be connected under one roof at the same time and have the awareness of our culture, language, and our old heritage. Number two, how do our local Sindhi association get connected to our Malaysian government? I managed to get our local Sindhi association to be recognized by the Malaysian government. For example, in our Sindhi seminar 6 years ago, I managed to invite successfully 3 important government ministers to attend in person our Sindhi seminar for officially opening the event. And not only that, they also gave us a gift to the association from the government of Malaysia, a sum of 100,000 ringgit towards the cost of holding the Sindhi seminar in Malaysia. It's truly a great recognition for our Sindhi community. This is a big advantage for you to host and get connected, recognized by the government of your own countries. Use this event as your platform. Therefore, I encourage Sindhi association around the world to be the host for the further Sindhi Seminar in coming years. Well, for 2020 Seminar, in short, in regards to the 27th Sindhi Seminar in Pune, we're supposed to be next month in October, but unfortunately, it have to be postponed until now. We cannot decide the new dates. We are not able to forecast any clearer picture with the situation in India. As currently, we can see that there's not much improvement in regards to the COVID-19 pandemic. We will just have to wait and see how the situation, and I hope AXA, I and my AXA committees are working very closely with our organizing chairperson, Dr. Peter Dalwani, and he updating us regularly the situation in India. Hope all goes well with the blessing of Jai Julelal. We'll keep you all updated with the new dates.
Yeah. रखो ईश्वर ते हम असां सिंधीअ में चवंदा आहियूं कि रखो साईंअ ते त लेट्स कीप इट ऑन साईं एंड सभु अच्छा ई सभु सुठो ई थींदो ॾाढो सुठो थींदो सो लेट मी आस्क वन मोर क्वेश्चन यू आर फाउंडर ऑफ सिंधी साउथ ईस्ट Games and as a founder of this association, what is your vision? Like when we talk about Sindhi Games, so what do you mean by Sindhi Games?
Okay. Well, the Sindhi South Asia game was formed by me, and it was my baby. As a founder of this Southeast Asia game, and we have achieved a successful event with the Sindhi's youth, I'm mentioning youth here, for the last decade. He held every 2 years once on a rotating basis for the different countries to be the host. It was inaugurated in Malaysia 2010. The first 2 countries took part was Malaysia and Singapore. The second Sindhi Games were held and hosted by the Singapore in the year 2016. And the third one was held in Jakarta, Indonesia in the year 2018. We had 4 countries that participated: Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines. We had 400 Sindhis youth participated on that event. And for this year, 2020, the game was supposed to be held in Philippines in August, but unfortunately, the games have been postponed until next year, mainly due to the COVID-19. These games have been connected a lot of Sindhi youth. They are looking forward for the next event. Finally, my vision is to bring the games to all the Sindhis all over the world and make it a our very own Sindhi Olympics Games, which should be held every 3 years one. And I hope it becomes reality. The games involved mainly is badminton, football, darts, tug-of-war, table tennis, bowling, swimming, and many games that, we are trying to even include cricket. If we have few country want to participate, we will put it. So, well, that is my vision. It's
Great,
Kavita.
great. You are having great vision, and it was wonderful talking to you. It was wonderful talking to you. ॾिसो न सर, सभिनी जा पंहिंजा पंहिंजा तरीक़ा थींदा आहिनि. कोई कंहिं तरीक़े सां तो सिंधियुनि खे हिकु करे, कोई कंहिं तरीक़े सां थो करे. त दातुक शाह साहब मलेशिया में हुते सिंधियत जी जेका अलॻि जॻाए वेठा आहिनि, पंहिंजे नमूने पंहिंजे तरीक़े सां, उन्हनि जे लाइ मां उन्हनि खे सैल्यूट थी कयां. And we are proud of you, sir. Thank you very much for coming on our show. And really, you deserve. Yes. We are having one more photograph of yours with our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So, what was that? Tell me something about this.
This was officially visit when our Honorable Prime Minister visited Malaysia. So we had the opportunity to meet him personally. So they gave us about maybe last 10 minutes to be with him. So you can see with the photograph with my wife and myself with him. It's an excellent man.
Great. So, Mr. Datuk Shah, we are very thankful to you that you come on our show, and we all Sindhis are proud of you. Thank you very much. Jai Jhulelal.
Thank you very much. Jai Sindhi, Jai Jhulelal. Thank you.